Which one of the following closely represents the shape of the Earth? A. Spheroid. B. Ellipsoid. C. Oblate spheroid. D. Prolate spheroid. The correct answer is ellipsoid. In an old map, line PQ was drawn to a magnetic bearing of 632, the magnetic declination at that time being 1 east. The present magnetic declination is 942 east. The magnetic bearing to which the line is set at present is A. 35750, B. 35650, C. 310, D. 210. The correct answer is 35750. Based on the Gaussian law of distribution of random errors, the number of errors that are expected to exceed the limit of a where 0 represents the standard deviation out of 1000 observations is A. 317, B. 46, C. 30, D. 3. The correct answer is 317. In a trigonometric leveling, the height of the signal used is 4.62 m and the instrument height is 1.25 m. If the horizontal distance of the target from the instrument is 5780 m, then the axis signal correction is A. seconds, B. seconds, C. seconds, D. seconds. The correct answer is seconds. The rotation of a rigid body is governed by what is its angular velocity at t2s. A. 18 rad s, B. 4 rad s, C. 8 rad s, D. 0. The correct answer is 4 rad s. The figure shows a rigid frame fixed at A and hinged at C. If a pure moment of 20 kN is applied at B in the plane of the figure, then what is the moment at the fixed end? A. 10 kN, B. 7.5 kN, C. 5 kN, D. 2.5 kN. The correct answer is 5 kN. The effective throat thickness in mm of a 6 mm size fillet weld with an angle of 75 between the fusion faces is A. 3.6, B. 4.0, C. 4.2, D. 4.5. The correct answer is 4.2. Which one of the following is the correct statement? A streamlined body is one for which the A. skin friction is 0. B. thickness of the body is less than 1/100 of its length. C. corners are rounded off. D. separation occurs if at all at the farthest downstream part of the body. The correct answer is separation occurs if at all at the farthest downstream part of the body. The correct sequence of plasticity of min-erals in soil in an increasing order is A. silica collinite elite montmorillonite, B. collinite silica elite montmorillonite, C. silica collinite montmorillonite elite, D. collinite silica montmorillonite elite. The correct answer is silica collinite elite montmorillonite. Why is a proportional flow weir provided in a grit chamber? A. to reduce the suspended solids entering into the grit chamber. B. to maintain the constant flow depth in the grit chamber. C. to take care of maintaining constant flow velocity in the grit chamber over a certain depth range. D. to allow the sewage afresh into the grit chamber. The correct answer is to take care of maintaining constant flow velocity in the grit chamber over a certain depth range. The backside reading on a vertically held staff at a point A on the floor along the center line of a railway tunnel is 3.465 m and the foresight on the inverted staff held at the roof of the tunnel just vertically above A is 1.115 m. The height of the tunnel along the center line at floor point A is A. 2.310 m, B. 3.465 m, C. 4.620 m, D. 6.930 m. The correct answer is 4.620 m. The tipping load of a crane refers to a lifted weight together with all attached handling tackle and hoist rope with grounded attached outriggers. B. Lifted weight together with all attached handling tackle but excluding hoist rope with specifying the radius horizontally with grounded outriggers. C. Lifted weight alone with specifying the radius for the lifted weight and also for the counterweight without grounding the outriggers. D. Lifted weight alone at specified horizontal radius without grounding the outriggers. The correct answer is lifted weight together with all attached handling tackle but excluding hoist rope with specifying the radius horizontally with grounded outriggers. According to the theory of filtration in water treatment, which of the following mechanisms come into play when water is filtered through a filter bed? 1. Mechanical straining. 2. Capillary action. 3. Centrifugal force. 4. Electrokinetic phenomenon. 5. Osmotic force. 6. Bacteriological action. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A1, 2, 4, and 6. B2, 3, and 5. C3, 4, 5, and 6. D1, 3, 4, and 6. The correct answer is 1, 2, 4, and 6. A ball of mass 1 kg moving with a velocity of 2 ms collides directly with a stationary ball of mass 2 kg and comes to rest after the impact. The velocity of the second ball after impact will be A0, B1 ms, C2 ms, D4 ms. The correct answer is 1 ms. Consider the following statements in the critical path method of construction planning. Free float can be 1. Greater than total float. 2. Greater than independent float. 3. Equal to total float. 4. Less than independent float. Of these statements, A1 and 4 are correct. B2 and 3 are correct. C3 and 4 are correct. D1 and 2 are correct. The correct answer is 3 and 4 are correct. In a cantilever beam, the bending moment at any section of the beam is equal to the A. Area of the shear force diagram between the free end of the beam and that section. B. Area of the bending force moment diagram between the free end of the beam and that section. C. The area of shear force diagram between the fixed end of the beam and that section. D. The vertical ordinate at that section in the shear force diagram. The correct answer is area of the shear force diagram between the free end of the beam and that section. Which one of the following is the correct sound intensity expression with usual notations? A. dB10 log 10 II02. B. dB10 log 10 II0. C. dB10 log 10 II02. D. dB10 log 10 II0. The correct answer is dB10 log 10 II0. A three-hinged parabolic arch rib with hinges at abutments and at crown is under the action of uniformly distributed load W per unit length over its entire span L through its crown. The bending moment at quarter span is A0, BWL2 8, CWL2 12, DWL2 24. The correct answer is 0. A bulldozer operates on a 30 m stretch and moves at 2.4 kmph when pushing the earth and returns empty at 6 kmph. The time lost in loading and shifting gears per trip is 18 seconds. Its operating factor is nearly 50 min-hour. What is the number of trips made per hour? A. 31, B. 33, C. 35, D. 37. The correct answer is 37. In the case of panel wall subjected to horizontal loads at right angles to the plane of the wall with the mortar not leaner than M1, type tensile stress in bending in the vertical direction may be allowed to the extent of A 0.4 kg cm2, B 0.7 kg cm2, C 1.0 kg cm2, D 1.2 kg cm2. The correct answer is 1.0 kg cm2. The Euler load for a column is 1000 kN and crushing load is 1500 kN. The Rankine load is equal to A 600 kN, B 1000 kN, C 1500 kN, D 2500 kN. The correct answer is 600 kN. In full face method of constructing tunnel, the first operation relates to A. Removal to bottom portion, B. Excavation of one drift in the center, C. Removal of top portion, D. Excavation being done along the perimeter. The correct answer is removal of top portion. Which one of the following statements best defines a level surface? A horizontal surface every element of which is normal to plumb line. B. A curved surface every element of which is perpendicular to the spheroidal shape of the earth. C. A plane surface which is perpendicular at all points to the direction of gravity. D. A curved surface which is perpendicular to the direction of gravity at every point. The correct answer is a curved surface which is perpendicular to the direction of gravity at every point. In a shape test of aggregate, which one of the following gives the correct slot for flakiness index of a material passing 50 mm sieve and retained on 40 mm sieve? A. 25 mm, B. 27 mm, C. 81 mm, D. 30 mm. The correct answer is 27 mm. Ruling gradient on highways as per IRC in plain terrain is A. 1 in 30, B. 1 in 60, C. 1 in 100, D. 1 in 200. The correct answer is 1 in 30. For a symmetrical continuous beam as shown in the figure given above, which one of the following is correct in respect of distribution factors at B? A. BABC 3 4, B. BABC 1 2, C. BABC 3 2, D. BABC 3 8. The correct answer is BABC 3 4. For the retaining wall shown in the given figure, if the stress at the heel is 0, then the maximum storage H will be specific gravity of the material of the wall 2.25, A 7.5 m, B 5 m, C 4 m, D 3 m. The correct answer is 7.5 m. A short column of external diameter D1 and internal diameter D2 carries an external load W. For no tension condition, the eccentricity will be A. D1 2 D2 2 8 D2, B. D2 1 D2 2 8 D2, C. D1 2 D2 2 8 D1, D. D1 D2 2 8 D1. The correct answer is D1 2 D2 2 8 D1. The following four hydrological features have to be estimated or taken as inputs before one can compute the flood hydrograph at any catchment outlet. 1. Unit hydrograph. 2. Rainfall hydrograph. 3. Infiltration index. 4. Base flow. The correct order in which they have to be employed in the computations is A. 1 2 3 4, B. 2 1 4 3, C. 2 3 1 4, D. 4 1 3 2. The correct answer is 2 3 1 4. Which one of the following statements is correct? A. Forebay in a Hadal system is provided at the junction of A. the power channel and the tail race channel, B. the tail race channel and the penstock, C. the penstock and the turbine, D. the power channel and the penstock. The correct answer is the power channel and the penstock. Consider the following statements: higher water-cement ratio in concrete results in 1. Stronger mix. 2. Better workable mix. 3. A weak mix. 4. Less bleeding. A1 and 2 are correct. B2 and 3 are correct. C3 and 4 are correct. D1 and 4 are correct. The correct answer is 2 and 3 are correct. Which one of the following is not the reason for coning of wheels? A. To reduce the wear and tear of wheel flanges and rails. B. To provide the possibility of lateral movement of axle. C. To reduce the unit weight of wheels. D. To prevent wheels from slipping to some extent. The correct answer is to reduce the unit weight of wheels. For a vertical stiffened web of a plate girder, the lesser clear dimension of the panel should not exceed where T is the thickness of the web. A. 85 T. B. 180 T. C. 200 T. D. 250 T. The correct answer is 180 T. Deck bridges have the main disadvantage that A. Their compression flanges have no lateral support. B. The traffic is exposed to winds. C. It is not possible to provide portal bracings. D. The road level has to be very high. The correct answer is the traffic is exposed to winds. Electrostatic precipitator is a device to control A. SO2 emission. B. Particulate emission. C. Both SO2 and particulate emission. D. Precipitation of LOH3 in water coagulation. The correct answer is particulate emission. For carrying out bituminous patch work during the rainy season, the most suitable binder is A. Road tar. B. Hot bitumen. C. Cutback bitumen. D. Bituminous emulsion. The correct answer is bituminous emulsion. The vertices of an astronomical triangle would include A. Zenith pole and heavenly body. B. Azimuth zenith and pole. C. Azimuth pole and heavenly body. D. Azimuth zenith and heavenly body. The correct answer is zenith pole and heavenly body. In a restrained rectangular slab subjected to uniformly distributed load, the yield lines form first A. Along the shorter span on the loaded face of slab. B. Along the longer span on the loaded face of slab. C. At the intersection of shorter and longer side. D. Along the center line of the unloaded face of slab. The correct answer is along the center line of the unloaded face of slab. The channel section can be designed on the basis of Laceys theory. The steps are mentioned below. 1. Finding out the perimeter. 2. Finding out the velocity. 3. Calculation of the silt factor. 4. Finding out the area. What is the correct sequence of the steps? A. 4231. B. 3142. C. 4132. D. 3241. The correct answer is 3241. The radius of curvature of an ideal transition curve should be A. Inversely proportional to its length from the beginning. B. Directly proportional to its length from the beginning. C. Proportional to the speed of the vehicle. D. Proportional to the superelevation. The correct answer is proportional to the superelevation. A dry soil has a mass-specific gravity of 1.35. If the specific gravity of solids is 2.7, then the void ratio will be A. 0.5. B. 1.0. C. 1.5. D. 2.0. The correct answer is 1.0. The change in the vertical stress in the soil mass estimated by Boussinesq's equation when Poisson's ratio of soil changes from 0.3 to 0.5 will be A. Reduction by 30. B. Increase by 50. C. Reduction by 20. D. No change. The correct answer is increase by 50. Which one of the following is not as excavating the moving type of equipment? A. Bulldozer. B. Clamshell. C. Scraper. D. Dump truck. The correct answer is dump truck. When was the Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act enacted by the Indian Parliament? A. 1970. B. 1974. C. 1980. D. 1985. The correct answer is 1974. In Laceys regime theory, the velocity of flow is proportional to A. QF2. B. QF2. C. QF216. D. QF216. The correct answer is QF216. On which of the following do the numerical values of Terzaghis bearing capacity factors depend? A. Angle of internal friction of soil and depth of foundation. B. Angle of internal friction of soil only. C. Coefficient of curvature of soil and bulk density of soil. D. Uniformity coefficient of soil and dry density of soil. The correct answer is angle of internal friction of soil only. A cantilever AB is loaded as shown in the figure. What is the shape of the bending moment diagram for portion AC? A. Parabolic. B. Linearly varying with maximum value of the bending moment at C. C. Linear with constant bending moment value from C to A. D. Linearly varying with maximum value at A. The correct answer is linearly varying with maximum value at A. In the network given above, the critical path of activities is in the given figure. A. ACH. B. BEFH. C. ADEFH. D. ADEG. The correct answer is ADEFH. In highway geometric design, once the cumulative speed distribution is drawn, the design adequacy is checked at which percentile? A. 85th percentile. B. 95th percentile. C. 98th percentile. D. 99th percentile. The correct answer is 98th percentile.